Hi everyone, this is a project for particle solids for the assembling and the permeability measurement. So the original design purposely has the mainly issue that since it's a PVC system, it doesn't allow to properly see the action of the permeability and the flow that goes into the filter. That's why, in order to maintain the proportions, we proposed the diameter of the cylinder was amplified 1.5 times, near to 4 inches, and the heights were lower by near the half. Since the main condition is to maintain a length of the filtering media minimum to the diameter and an easy form to maintain a water level that guarantees a constant pressure drop. For that reason, the materials implemented into the design were a plastic bottle of 1 liter with a simple linear design. This means it doesn't present curves, ensuring that the area of the filtering media maintains a constant during the experiment, but also that we could see through it and analyze if there are different phenomena. The second item was the kitchen sponges without the root part. These were implemented to eliminate the concavity that is presented at the end of the filter, but it also doesn't interfere in a high proportion with the permeability measurement of the sand, thanks to its high permeability. And the third item was a non-woven fabric that it's mainly proposed for retain the sand thanks to its high porosity and resistance. This layer was displayed between the sponges that remove the concavity and the sand media that was about to be filtered. The process to assemble or filter began in the meshing of the sand. The sand was meshed in order to guarantee an optimal particle size, separating it into uniform particle size, which enhances water's ability to trap the particles as the water passes through, forming more different layers, enhancing the filtration efficiency. The second step was cutting of the bottle. The base of the bottle was cut, then the bottle was flipped upside down. And the third step was eliminating the concavity. So first of all, the root part for the sponges, the green part, were removed with all of the soft parts. A mold was formed in a circular shape. Then the more sponges were put inside of them as forming a pyramid. The first attempts of putting the sponge into the filter shows up that it was need more sponge to cover those void spaces formed. So once more sponge was placed into the structure, then the sponge structure was pushed into the bottom of the filter to cover up all the concavity. Also, the non-woven fabric was cut in molds same as the diameter of the bottle. It were made 4 molds that were pushed in the bottom. The next step was defining the sand level. The mesh sand was put into the filter at a height up to 12 centimeters. Another container with a flat surface was used in order to compact perfectly the sand down the filter and avoid at maximum voids into the filter that could change the permeability factor. Then we defined the water level. The water level of 5 centimeters was a standard value that could be measured easily and that we could see visible if a significant difference if the level decreased exponentially when the measuring the caudal. So for the permeability measurement, the first step was wearing the system. The initial procedure was to ensuring that all of the system gets wet because it guarantees a consistent flow path alongside the filter, avoiding air pockets that could alter the flow. The wetting was just about deposit a considerable amount of water in the inlet of the filter and letting it all go through the filter. As you can see, the water display doesn't have any color at all, but when it passes through the filter, it turns a brown aspect. This is mainly because it's solubilizing the minerals and salts that could be present into the mesh sand and that the water gets and puts before passing. Now, in order to measure the caudal, another bottle for 1 liter with a couple funnel was implemented to retain the liquid that exceeds the filter. A chronometer was started when the bottle was displayed, and this process was need to be in continuous checking because it was need to guarantee a water level for about 5 centimeters. If the level down more, water was need to be entered in the system in order to avoid a significant change in the pressure drop. As you could see, the water that goes through to the exit of the filter is not going too fast. It takes several minutes to complete the volume of the bottle. take into account that someone is always checking the level in order to guarantee that it's not dropping significant and pouring more water into it. A recommendation is to put the water in a more gentle way in order to avoid the dispersion of the particles, but also using another device to maintain the compaction of the particles while the system gets high amounts of the water. So thank you for watching the video.